hope I won't have a copyright on this because of the music. And again, who cares? It's a fucking demonstration anyway. Anyway, hi, Striker of Fear here. Today, I just wanted to try out something. Now, not too long ago, well, probably last year, I think it was I think it was at summer. Yeah, well, last summer, I installed basically an adapter that allows me to take in hard drives that are a format of 3.5. So basically what it means is, and sorry for my voice, I got a cold. So I wanted to buy not a 2 terabyte memory. So I bought myself a new hard drive. I saw that thing, I decided, let's go for it. And the device itself is very practical, I gotta say. I mean, I installed the new hard drive, a 3.5 hard drive, like a fucking cartridge. Yeah, like a fucking cartridge. No screws, no nothing. Just slide it in and just make sure, goes all the way in, and then just put the lid down, and that's it. Sure, it messed up the color a bit because since my PS4 is based on the Destiny bundle when it first came out, the whole console is kind of white. So it's kind of weird because there's this black thing now that's attached to it. But yeah, it replaced the 2.5 format hard drive with a 3.5 hard drive format. Now, the reason the experiment is that, as we know, there have been some discussion about the fact that we reach to an era in the future where digital, all digital copies are getting more popularity. There's been a talk about this, especially with Microsoft. I think one of the persons said, like, I think when people said, like, it's ridiculous these days that we're still releasing physical copy. I mean, the digital era is here. Yes, the digital era is here, but at the same time, we're not completely ready. When you think about it, we have, like, game that takes huge size. I mean, it always goes to the concept that even though you buy a physical copy, you still have to install the game. That's true, but the thing is that at least with a physical copy, you have a chance that it's going to be a little bit more faster than, we'll say, like, I don't know. If you install it from the internet, like digitally buy it from there, you have to take account that of your internet speed. And unfortunately, like, jeez, what was his name again? Is it Matt Pat? Well, the guy from Game Theorist, like he said, is that even though we're there, we just don't have the internet speed to compensate with. And I think, yeah, internet speed is a very powerful equation in there that determines whether we really are in this era where getting everything digital is a good thing. Especially where we're not sure that, even if you buy the product, if you decide to uninstall it because you want to make space on your hard drive, but eventually trying to claim it back. When you have a bigger hard drive, obviously when you have a bigger hard drive, you want to get back everything in your collection. So it's there, it's quick, ready for play. But unfortunately, if something happens, either on the store side or basically the company side, if they decided to pull out the game so that no one can buy it, you have to wonder if you still have the ability to install it again. Usually, I think on Steam, when you buy something, it's in your records. Even though if they had, like, destroyed the link for you to buy it, the game should be still in their stock. Their memory stock in order for you to download it again. But sometime if a mistake happens, they could delete the entire thing, and the thing you just bought, you won't be able to get it back. So there's, like, flaws. They have to make sure that never happens. Now, the reason what the experiment is that I remember when I had, like, I still have the old hard drive, the 2.5, but I'm wondering, part of me feels like it may be a misconception because lately, ever since I installed the new hard drive, which is a 3.5 format, my installation with physical copy has been incredibly fast. And it's probably because, I don't know, I don't notice this, probably I didn't pay attention a lot, but I felt like the installation was going really fast. And I'm always wondering if the format of the hard drive is the one thing that's responsible for the speed of installation. Because let's face the fact, every single console, the PS4, the PS3, the Xbox One, and as well as the 360, they use laptop format hard drive, which is 2.5. So with the new installation I did on my PS4 that allows me to take in 3.5 formats, and not only that, it's a 2 terabyte console. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to install the Evil Within. I just uninstalled it, hopefully to complete the uninstallation, not just, well, not the memory including, but basically I went for the one that has a bigger size. It has like in total, it's supposed to, what in total, not taking into account like the updates. I think it has around like what, 40 gigabytes of installation, if I remember. I thought of installing the order, but when I check its true count, it says 50 gigabytes, but in reality it's not even that close. I mean, like for example, the order 1886, it says that its installation size is 50 gigabytes, but in reality it's around 33 gigabytes. You guys are fucking liars. So I just installed. All right. So today we're gonna do an installation, and we're gonna see how fast that thing goes. How fast the installation will go. Should appear in first pop. Wait, what? Oh, come on. There's gotta be a mistake somewhere. I didn't. It's some ball in my. There it is. The Evil Within. Dude, is there a hidden cache? No, hang on a minute. I gotta try this again. I'm gonna pull out the CD. Something's weird. Okay. I want to make sure that everyone can see this. Delete. Select. Delete. Okay, so it's no longer there. It was on top. Save data. Let's see. Battleborn, Evil Within. Evil Within, so not much. Is there a cache or something? That's how much free space I have left. That's how much. This is a 2 gigabyte. This is a 2 terabyte size. This is how much fucking size I have left. This is the era of today. This is what the console makers will have to think now. A 2 terabyte is fucking brilliant. God damn it. Okay. So you're seeing it. I uninstalled it. So let's put it in again. And remember, it's 41.9 gigabytes or something. But it was there. So let's see how. So it's loading. Okay, now it's doing the installation. Jesus Christ. Did you see how fast that was? So of course now the updates are involved in there. So at this point in time, the updates rely heavily on my internet speed. So at this point in time, it makes no difference in terms of hard drive and how fast it is. I bought Zombie because it was free on PSN Plus. But yeah, it's fucking fast. And I remember when installing it on a 2.7 hard drive, a 2.5 hard drive format, it took me a while before the entire game got installed. But this time, it just went installation like a flash. So a part of me is like, is this normal? I mean, is it just me? Is it an illusion that I'm creating myself, or is this actually happening? Is it because of the format of the hard drive that makes the difference in terms of speed installation of a physical copy? Because if that's the case, then fuck slim size. I'm going for the 3.5. Well, in any case, well, you got the idea right now. That's about it. We're gonna go back and check out the size format again, just to give you a good idea. There it is. Okay, at this point it's 37.17 gigabytes, but now it's downloading all the updates, and I recall also the DLC that came with the packaging. But it's still a pretty much big size format, and I mean, it's fast. The installation is really fast. It doesn't take a while. It really doesn't even bust my time out. Now, you know, I understand the whole topic of digital copy, but let's remind us that we do not have the internet speed of today. Well, I mean, we don't have the greatest of internet speed. I mean, we have very fast, but there's like, I think it's South Korea that has the fastest internet on the planet. I think. But we still have a hard time reaching. I mean, if you look at, I think we will need to I think at some point we'll have to reach like, I mean, I don't think there's not many internet. There's not a lot of provider that gives us a speed of transfers of data at the speed of 1 gigabyte per second. I know that recently the distributor Bell has recently started. I think it was it's called Fiber, and I think it is supposed to have the ability to make a transfer of data at gigabyte speed. I mean, so I think 1 gigabytes per second. But we're still not there. We're still not there. The day that we are actually there is the day that everyone can actually afford that kind of speed. And unfortunately, not everyone can afford that kind of speed. So to me, I'll stick with physical copies any day. We're not there yet. You know, it's a promising future. There's no question. If you want to get games that's very hard to get your hands on, digital copies is the next best thing. But like I said, unfortunately, with the type of internet speed we have, it's just not everyone is equal in terms of internet providers and internet speed. We are just too far to make the digital. Basically, we're too far from the comfort of digital distribution. There are flaws that needs to be corrected. And with the size, I mean, for fuck's sake, I bought an Xbox One, which is the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare bundle. I bought that thing because it has a 1 terabyte hard drive. The installation of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare was the shittiest thing I ever seen. This is what I despise about Microsoft, because at least with the PS4 bundle, I had a physical copy of the game. This one did not. It was a digital download. Take a wild guess how long it took me to install the whole thing. And remember, I'm using very fast internet speed. It took me around 11 hours to install. 11 hours! Sure, Xbox One is probably not the best thing because it has a tendency of doing both things, like installation and as well as of updates. So the installation was very long, and I'm very happy I got other consoles to kill the time for it. But for some people, they just stuck with one console, and they're like, oh god, I have to wait through this 11 fucking hours. I was doing this, I think, jeez, that was a time when I was working at a grocery store. I was doing the night shift, so my day off were never connected. I was part-time. I had like separate time off, separate time off. So I could never reset myself back to the daytime. So the moment I had a time off, well, a day off, I remember when I bought it, I decided to do the installation. I fucking sit through there because I went to play other games, but no multiplayer thing, anything that had associated with the internet, because I was afraid of slowing it down. I think it was, the installation was over around, I started the hang on. I think I started the installation around midnight, midnight and a half, I think. Yeah, it was midnight 30. And the day I think when it finished, it was probably around 10:30 in the morning. So it's probably not precisely 11 hours, but it's still fucking long. And your day off goes real fast in these days. And it sucks bad because of there was a glitch in one of the missions that I tried to move forward to, but unfortunately I got stuck at the very beginning of a sort of in-game cutscenes, which could never be finished. And since every time I start to restart, the cinematic count, it counts like a first-time watch, so I couldn't skip it, so that sucks. So I try to get out of the glitch, I uninstall it and reinstall it, go through that time again, and then eventually when I play it, no, it wasn't fixed. So of course I have sent like information about what the hell was going on to Activision, and as recently I haven't played the game yet to see if it was fixed. But I definitely don't want to go through that shit again. So anyway, so this is my video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and you know, if you got informations yourself, if you have installed The Evil Within with the current hard drive you have, share information with me about it, how long it took you for it to install, because I want to make sure that it's not just some sort of delusion that I'm making myself with. But anyway, and yeah, with that much of a hard drive, this is how much games I have. Rogue Galaxy. This is how much shit I installed. That's still a lot, dude. Hang on a minute. Do I still have it? I think I installed the wrong game last time. Could be. It was, oh fuck. Okay, I installed the wrong game. I uninstalled the wrong game. No wonder it was so fast. I uninstalled The Last of Us by mistakes. I'm gonna install it back. This one too, it says 50 gigabytes. Bullshit. And of course it comes out with all the DLC. interesting as well. Let's install it again. Look how fucking fast that was. Look, 44.9. 44.9. Jesus Christ. In any case, I hope you guys enjoy, and that was what I wanted to show you. So the question is, does the format of the hard drive determine how fast the installation will go when it comes to physical copy installation? Send me a comment. Tell me if you tell me if you bought a game that has a big size, and tell me the time it took for you to install it. Because look, I know video game console wants to be as compact as it is, but for fuck's sake, look how fast the installation was. I would stick with 3.5 gigabytes instead of a fucking 2.5. Sure, it's compact, but the installation is not that fast. Anyway, this is Striking Unfair Son.